Now, MP for Akachi South, Bernard Ahiafor, says Ghana should have long decriminalized attempted suicide. On Thursday, Parliament passed its private members' bill, which amended the Criminal and Other Offences Act to make an attempt to commit suicide no longer criminal. Now, speaking to JoyNews, Bernard Ahiafor explained why it made no sense to keep such law on the books.
The person is in the state of mind such that he or she cannot appreciate the nature and quality of the act that he will be carrying out. That is, taking his life away, knowing very well that life is one. Once it is lost, it can never be regained. The person is either having a mental problem or a psychological problem. Research has shown that most people that attempted suicide, they attempt it again until they finally succeed. Because the mental condition or the psychological problem that the person is having is still there. Now, it is a criminal offense for you to attempt committing suicide. Therefore, families don't open up for the person to be subjected through the psychological therapy or treated medically so that such a thing will not reoccur again, simply because once you open it up, the security agencies will come and arrest the person, prosecute the person, and probably imprison the person. That doesn't solve the problem. So mostly they don't report it. Clearly, as a human being, if my brother, my sister, my uncle or auntie attempted suicide, and knowing the implication that that is a criminal offense, I will never report this to even a medical doctor for the person to be taken through a medical treatment. So we realize that criminalizing attempted suicide does more harm to a society than good.
Now, the MP says he expects President Ahiafor to pass the bill into law expeditiously.
I expect the president to sign this. I expect the president to assent to it. Constitutionally, the president has a period within which to do it, and I believe strongly. This is a bill that is not controversial. The whole House has agreed on it, and I believe the entire country is also in agreement with decriminalization of attempted suicide, and the president would soon assent to it, and it will become law.
Our Parliamentary Affairs correspondent Kweku Asante joins us on Zoom with details. Kweku, is this the only second private members' bill that has been passed into law? Kweku, you mind unmuting so we can follow what you're telling us?
I'm unmuted. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Right. So this is the second private members' bill that has been passed in Parliament. The first was by Honorable Ras Mubarak that criminalized and actually stiffened the punishment that will be given to someone who knocked down a pregnant woman, for instance. For a number of years now, parliamentarians have been urged to be able to introduce their own private members' bill to change things. And so Bernard Ahiafor becomes the second member of parliament to get the private members through. And so as of now, if the president signs this bill into law, persons who attempt suicide will not be prosecuted and jailed. And according to Bernard Ahiafor, this is long overdue because attempted suicide is not just any normal matter, it's a mental matter that government must be interested in protecting said persons and not necessarily seeking to punish them. And so this has now gone through the number of private members' bill that are in the offing. He hopes that this will become something that will inspire more MPs to actually take up more private members' bills.
What other business is being considered by the House today?
So there were a number of crucial questions that were listed for Finance Minister Ken Ofori-Atta to come and answer. He did not come around. The explanation was offered that he was caught up in other state functions. So Finance Minister Ken Ofori-Atta did not come to answer those questions. The Minister for Water and Sanitation has also been answering questions of MPs surrounding water provisions to some constituencies. But just going down is tribute for the late Member of Parliament for Tapo Pankrono, Dr. Akuto, who passed on last week. MPs are paying tributes to his service to Parliament, his service to the country. It is expected that in the coming week, another statement will be made on the floor regarding the Member of Parliament of Kumewu, Honorable Philip Baswa, who passed on just yesterday.
We have to take care of ourselves.
Okay. All right, Kweku, I'm grateful that you could join us with those updates. So that's our Parliamentary Affairs correspondent, Kweku Asante, there with update from the House of Parliament now.